Jeannie, I am going to hand off to you.
Hello, across the country. It's so great to be with you this afternoon or this morning. We have folks on the call today on the East Coast all the way to Alaska, way up in Maine. And so we are covering the country today, and it's great to be here with you. I'm Jeannie Chaffin. I know many of you. I'm a special advisor to the National Community Action Partnership. I am blessed to get to work with the great people at the partnership and all of you in community action and many wonderful community-based organizations that are in our new community of practice. So very happy to be with you here today. We are going to use a little document that we're calling the two-gen whole family approach concepts. And if you look at the next slide, you'll see this document, and you were also sent this document on Friday in your welcome packet. If you don't have it handy, go to the landing page at the link in the chat, and you'll see one of the first documents that is listed there is this two-gen whole family approach concepts document. And what we've done on two pages here is we've captured some of the important frames for doing two-gen whole family work. And so you've got the two-gen continuum there, the idea of really thinking intentionally about your programs that serve parents, your programs that serve children, and how you can bring those together and address the whole family, the whole person. That's an ascend graphic and concept that you're all familiar with. We've also put the two-gen core components there. So, you know, people come with all kinds of strengths and all kinds of areas that they need to improve. It might be in economic assets, it might be in K through 12 or post-secondary, but two-gen whole family has the ability to step in and come alongside families and support them in any of those core components. And then we've captured this list of hallmarks here, and you guys have seen these maybe as two-gen principles or components of two-gen practice, things like removing barriers, incorporating coaching, centering in equity and starting with racial equity, which we're going to go very deep into that conversation today and tomorrow, engaging family voices. These are all hallmarks of a two-gen whole family approach. And then on the back of the document we sent you, or that you're pulling off of the website, or on the next slide, we've got the whole family approach building blocks. And this really came from the work of our community of practice. We looked at those community-based organizations, those community action agencies that were really shifting to a two-gen whole family approach. And we said, what are the things that they really need to focus on? What are the building blocks of shifting to a whole family approach? And we came up with these building blocks about, you know, building and using leadership, aligning high quality, intentional, intensive services, designing and implementing with an equity lens. And those building blocks, there's many different things that you can deconstruct within any of those blocks. And we've given you some examples over on the side of this document. And we're presenting this document to you today kind of as a tool to use. As you're listening, you're going to hear from some folks who've been on a two-gen journey and have really stepped up their game. And I want you to use this document and mark it up. Hopefully you did print out a copy, or you have a copy handy. As you're hearing the journeys, hearing the songs and the music of your peers this afternoon, I'd like for you to just, you know, to put a check mark. If you hear how Metro Action is co-locating services or coordinating staff planning across programs, make a little check by that. If you hear how they're doing education or how they might be coming alongside parents and children, put a little check mark on that building block or that core competency or that hallmark. This is just a tool to kind of help you make notes as you're listening to the journeys this afternoon, to the music of your peers. And then we're going to give you some team time here this afternoon. And the notes that you have, your little doodles on this sheet will provide a good opportunity for you to think about your music. You know, these are all notes. Yeah, consider these notes in your song. And you're not going to have all these notes in your song. You're going to pick the notes that make sense for your music. You all are in the midst of writing your song. And so we hope that the songs of your peers will help inform your work and move you forward.